We already have weeds growing. Marvellous. That's cool. Okay, that should reach the bottom. And slightly off by the looks of it. And he does think about going backwards, so... That's the problem with, using the same planter across the same area for different crops. You can't tell what's actually planted in the ground until it starts growing, and usually that's a little bit too late. Okay, I think he probably thinks he's done, and I'm kind of inclined to agree with him. Dude, let's finish. That's the one. Okay, so we can leave the oilseed radish in this tank since we're going to be doing the other two fields, but I'm probably going to leave that till tomorrow. We're getting now to the point where there is very little work to do each day at the farm. There's the sheep to feed, and that's probably the most of it. Everything else is just, well, I need some oilseed radish in the ground, but I've got until late fall to plant it, so today's 5, tomorrow's 6. We've got, after today, 4 full days to plant, so it's not a huge rush to get that done. I think we're okay. I can put the Land Rover away. Maybe. Maybe. Stick you there. That's fine. I'm facing the right direction, aren't I? So yeah, we can drop the seed back in the seed shed. We can hit the trailer back into the bale shed or the hay shed, whatever, and then we can put the Land Rover away. The sheep are all fed and looking fine. Should probably drop a few more rounds of bales into the digester so that keeps running for a few hours tonight. And then we can finish that off tomorrow. A little bit concerned our clover looks not as well grown. Okay, that's canola. I mean, I'm looking at this, and we've done really well with our estimates on sugar beets and wheat. I thought we'd gone through quite a lot of barley as well. Yeah, barley's not looking too bad. Yeah, all things considered, we don't have an overabundance of seeds. I mean, obviously every year we have to bring in the seeds I need, but for the most part we've been running right on. There's one pallet left at the end of the the year for each of the seeds that we've planted. Let's go backwards. Backwards is a plan. It still hasn't started raining. Yeah, obviously one concern is we have 3 crates of sugar beets left. But we do have a significant amount sat in the silo. So it's not all bad. Should we plant that a little bit further under there? There we go. Less likely to get it filled with water, assuming I can get out. You can have some food, doggy. And yeah, it's definitely looking like the rain is coming. So that will happen soon. Down to 28,000. So about time to put another load in there, and I think we can increase this to times 15. Ooh. I was going to say, it kind of looks like outside in real life, but it really doesn't. I got up this morning around 6:30, 7 o'clock, and my computer was saying sunshine, and then like half an hour later it was saying rain is coming. Now it's saying rain is stopping, but we'll see about that. One thing certain, not doing any yard work today. And saw that Tom Pemberton got started on his silage this year, first cut, and he got to drive one of these JCB 4 series, which he was quite happy driving, I think. As he said, yeah, it was a small farmer with about 120 producing dairy cows. It's not the sort of tractor he's gonna be driving around in, ever. Okay, I guess that's a thing. Could increase it to times 30. Oh. Doink. Oh, times 15. Oh, we're on times 15. Okay. So we're picking up 6 4s, 24,000 at a time, which means 26 is where it will take all of them. Oops. Oh, we've knocked some over. I could use a little bit more weight at the back, I think. Not sure why the front wheels are going backwards. Seriously, come on. Wow. Okay, well, it's different, I guess. And we'll stab that one too. And it appears with FarmSim 22 BGA, you just have to put bales and stuff in the feeder point rather than manhandle them into the feeder itself. Things what make our lives easier. Push it up to times 30. Okay, how are we doing now? The double block. And then, oh, we have a mixture of stuff in this pile. We actually managed a grass silage bale, which may be worth a different amount, but it's all good when it comes to creating digestate, which again, no plans to use much of this year. Huh. Now, one thing you are allowed to do is... Oh, that didn't work. Nice. Those will feed directly, the other two will sit there. Whoa. Oh yeah, we're at times 15, so of course they will feed a little bit faster than I'm used to. Mishandling with the mouse there, sorry. Oop. No. Fall off. There you go. Okay, I will grab the singles, which... Oh. Yard lights are on already. Oh no, that's a street light. Keep that on top of that one, maybe. Or not. Ah, well. Kind of a bit of a mess there. And then on Tom's silage work this week, unfortunately the Class 800 broke down, which is the thing they have hauling their compactor, which is basically a device made up of about a dozen railway wheels. And they had to switch to using the JCB because it was the only tractor they had with sufficient horsepower to haul it. And JCB didn't... I mean, it worked, but it wasn't happy. Probably partly in part due to the size of the tyres it has. And also, I'm guessing its gearing is rated for driving fast on roads and not climbing steep hills slowly. But it was noticeably struggling trying to climb up the silage. So it goes to show you tractors have different usages. Usages? Is that a good word? I guess. Okay. Now there's another single over there. We'll grab that. I think maybe... Oh, was that the... That might have been the bale that disappeared on me. It didn't disappear into the ground. It just merged with one of the other two bales. That'll be good. That does mean we get to keep all of the bales we made and not lose some to strange physics of farm sim. Okay. I think once the night really starts settling in, we'll head back to the house and sleep the night. And then we can see what tomorrow brings. Okay, 2 of those should go. There we go. Oh, I am not very good at reversing at high speed. I always turn that the wrong way. I can't remember whether I mentioned, I did manage to see Star Trek Strange New Worlds Episode 1 because it was on YouTube as a free-to-watch from Paramount Plus. It's a series that I would say has potential, but it has potential to go either way. It could be a very good show. Unfortunately, we don't have Paramount Plus service here, or not. I'm not paying for it at the moment, should I say. So it's not a series I can watch, and I don't think there's enough value for money in Paramount Plus at this time to warrant paying for it. But as I said, it could be a good show. It could be a really crap show, and unfortunately most shows these days on TV have turned out to be really dire. Okay, so back our way out of that. I guess if we call 8 o'clock our end time, go to sleep and we'll wake up the next day. Oh. There you go. So 45 minutes. And there's actually not that much silage left to feed here now. There should be another place where you have machinery, probably wheel loaders, something like that. More importantly is wheel loader stuff, because you get pallet forks, log forks, high dump buckets and silage forks. Oh, you can get a bale fork. That would be good. 3 bale auto loader for rounds and squares. Oh, bale fork with grabber for 4 bales. Don't use this tool if you have the John Deere Cotton DLC. That's okay though. Okay, well that's just a thought. I kind of think a wheel loader here would be. We don't have any bunkers for silage conversion, so not entirely appropriate. I think on Lawfolds we kept a front loader. Okay, let's put that there. Turn the engine off. Lights. Yeah, we had one of those, Kramer, at Lawfolds, BGA, but Brandner. Okay, I know where we are. Hi, doggy. But I think most multiplayers, they'll use a front loader because they're scooping up silage from the bunkers. And I believe in most of the Farm Sim 22 maps I've seen so far, it's 8:30, so I will finish that thought in a minute. 8:30 to 8:30. Yeah. Yeah, wheel loaders are probably a good consideration because of the amount of stuff they can move. but they don't natively come with bale forks is a possible shortcoming of them. Okay. We have those things I want to do. There is still a fertilizing contractor on 36. There is not. The cultivating contract is gone. So I think, actually, let's do this the sensible way, because that will have emptied. Oh, and we are racing through time, which is not something I want to do right this minute. Okay, we'll get the digester loaded, which the way we do it is 2 stacks of bales. And then we pretty much want to keep an eye on the time and return approximately every hour and throw in another 48,000 litres. I'll take the Valtra out to whatever field it is that needs fertiliser. And then we'll run the seeder out to our 2 former sugar beet fields and get them planted with stuff. All the things and all the stuff. Very carefully now, we can lift it very gently there. As I keep saying, the nice thing about a telehandler is it's completely, what's the word for it? Why is that not all of it? 6 4 is 24. Somehow we've ended up with 50,000 in 2 stacks of 48,000. Okay. I guess. Yeah, when you look at a front loader from the side, it doesn't lift straight up, it's actually lifting outwards for the first part of that pivot, and it's not until you reach about there that it's lifting vertically and back towards you. So the problem is if you go in and scoop something there, you've then got to kind of maneuver it backwards while you're lifting in order to not knock over what's behind it. With a telehandler, that's not so much the case because it pivots right at the back. So from the base, if we put that on the ground and watch it from the side, the lift is always going to pull straight up or backwards as it starts pivoting higher. So it's far less risky when it comes to picking up bales that you're going to knock things away from you. Okay, anyway, that little gripe over. Let's go feed some sheeps. So, we need some of that. Well, that went away. And some of that. And a lot of that went away too. Oh, sheepy sheeps. We are on Oakfield. So that's full. We're going to need to put in some grass. So I might take the telehandler out with the